All right, everyone. Hello. We are at Staunton River State Park. This is state park number 4, camping trip number 3. So still in the beginning stages of our quest to hit all 38 state parks of Virginia. Really excited to be here. On first impressions of coming in, it's absolutely gorgeous. We knew that there was going to be a lot of waterfront areas to hike, so we're excited to check those out. Sway did really well in the car, and by the way, you probably have already seen the other video of me being overly giddy about finally getting a new car. It is a 2021 4Runner Off-Road Premium. Sorry, it's a mouthful. But like any trip that I've done so far, I think I've kind of created this tradition, not on purpose, really by accident, but I have a little Virginia flask here that you may have seen pictures of already. I always take a little shot of the scotch that's been living in here for a couple of months now. But nice little tradition. Just want to say cheers to everybody and hi to everyone as we begin this trip. But cheers. I'm trying to get Kylie started on this tradition too, but don't tell her that. Whew. All right, let's have some fun.
Oh.
All right, the very first thing that we're gonna do here at Staunton River State Park is disc golf. It's the only state park in the entirety of all the Virginia state parks that has a full disc golf course. It's one of the main attractions here. Very excited. I've never played disc golf before. Don't even really know how to hold a frisbee, let alone throw one. With all that said though, I am so competitive and still overly confident I'm still gonna beat this one here. So
It's not happening. I got 18 holes to put them down.
we'll say good luck to her. All right, we'll let you know, we'll document it. And I think they even give you a scorecard.
It's in my bag.
It's in your bag?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so not only will we have video evidence of me beating her, we'll also have physical evidence in the form
Of you losing. Yeah.
Easy now. Sorry for the noise in the back. Our lovely camp neighbors are doing an inflatable kayak, so really excited to see how that goes for them. But check in with you later. Bye. All right, like we said, we were thoroughly impressed as soon as we came into the state park. We knew there were a lot of activities to do. We knew there was a lot of waterfront to explore, a lot of trails. Disc golf thing was a perk, a plus, if you will. But what we didn't realize was just how generous this park is. We just went to the visitor center again to get some firewood for later this evening, just because we knew it's going to get a little darker earlier on today. Now, this is our haul. We went there and got literally everything. They rented us the disc that you saw, the frisbee. Sorry, I don't know what the proper term is. The frisbees. We went back. This is, what do they say, Kai? The only dark sky state park right now in Virginia. It's just like they're the only state park that has disc golf. So what that means is there's no light pollution when it gets darker, so everything's a lot clearer at night. So for any astronomers and stargazers out there, this is the park to hit up. So we went back and we had read something online that possibly you could get a telescope. We weren't sure because of COVID and everything if that was still the case. It certainly is. And we got all these little scavenger hunts too. So I'm just gonna show our haul real quick. We're actually at hole number 1 for disc golf. It's probably a terrible video to see what that is, but I'll go ahead and show that in a little bit here. But here's our haul. We got this massive telescope that we're definitely gonna check out tonight. It's absolutely intimidating, but don't fret because they gave us a whole box with lenses, a manual for everything, as well as a beginner's guide to stargazing, essentially. So we got lenses here, how to operate the telescope, as well as, if I could get this out of the way, telescope observer's guide, 60 easy celestial objects for beginners. So very cool. Pop that up. Not only did we get that And to Kylie's words, we took the whole store with us. They have these scavenger hunts. So we are 5-year-olds at heart. So we got the Junior Ranger activity book. We got the Ranger Quest, which seems like it's essentially a treasure hunt. So we're excited to see if we can solve that riddle. And then a scavenger hunt throughout the park as well. You do get a prize if you finish any of these. So our goal is to finish all 3. So with that said, we definitely have a lot in store for us. We're really excited. But again, the first thing is me beating her ass in disc golf. So more to come. Sway's coming along with the journey. I don't know if she's ever played. She's probably actually just gonna go for all the things we throw. So I don't know. Does that count as a stroke if she grabs it? But if she grabs it and puts it in the hole.
Points for me.
Points for you? All right. Well, we'll get started. We'll see you later. We'll check in with you later. Bye-bye. This has been absolutely so much fun already. We're absolutely terrible. We have only done the first 2 holes. And I'll see if this will focus for us. Kai's got 2 6s on a par 3. I have 2 5s on a par 3. I want a third one here, which is a par 3 as well, and the shortest distance by far at 197. It's just around the bend to the right here. But the problem is, the water is right next to us, and our throws have not been straight at all. So Sway might have to go into the water and retrieve it. We'll see how it goes. Let's get an action shot of Kylie here. Hopefully it's not a blooper reel and it goes in the water. We'll see though. Are you ready?
Alrighty.
No,
stretch it out.
No pressure.
Here's where I take the game. It's gonna be so bad, it'll be great.
Oh! Wow! Wow, what a performance on camera nonetheless. Alright. Oh, I gotta stay on the pad, don't I? That's fine. That's fine.
It's not in the water.
It's not in the water. Let's go. Hole number 4. Hole number 4. Wait, come on.
What hole number?
We're on number 4. Still in the lead. Consistency is key to win games. I've gotten 5, 5, 5 on par 3s. This is our first par 4. So hopefully I get another 5 maybe? Who knows? Alright. She's stuck in the rough.
Doing it for the twigs.
She's stuck in it. She's stuck in the rough. Ooh! That's a great throw though.
Went to the left, knew it would curve to the right.
Well, look at that. That's strategy right there, I'll tell you what. Sway's gonna stay here because we're coming back up for hole 6. So Kylie is right here and I'm right here.
Coincidentally, also stuck in the rough.
I am stuck in the rough. If you see these 2 trees right in front of us, it's actually, the hole's right behind them. Let's see if I can get a shot of this. I don't know if you can see that. Probably can't. It's alright. We'll see how well I do.
Clear eyes, pure heart.
I have like 7 trees in my way. I think the goal is, obviously because I can control how beautiful this shot is, I'm gonna go straight between 2 trees and curve left. That's all talk, I have no idea what I'm doing. Here we go. Woo! You know what, I'll take it. I'll take it. A little dinker, but commentate. We got this.
Not too shabby.
Yes. Too shabby.
Oh, this is alarming. See, I'm tempted to go this way, but I know it's gonna curve right. So, know your weaknesses. I'll go this way. Oh!
Wow.
It missed this tree by a hair.
What a shot, dude. Just true heart throw. Oh.
Your heart sucks.
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna get
You're
it.
gonna get it. Watch.
We don't know that. Okay.
Wow, this is the first hole that she might beat me in.
I
All
pressure's on.
All the pressure is on her to make a 6-yard throw.
Oh, less than that. No, yeah, less than that.
Oh, let's go. How do you feel?
Pretty good. Well,
Pretty good.
I trained a lot for this, and talking about my competitor, well, he's a sack of bones, so I really had to take him down.
Wow. Fierce words from a girl that's still losing.
There you go, left up.
Alright, this is day 2 of being down here in Scottsburg, Virginia, at Staunton River Park. I actually don't know if it's Staunton or Stanton. Someone will probably correct me. But right next door is the Battlefield Park. Same name, Staunton or Stanton, whatever it is. Battlefield Park. So we're here checking it out, scoping it out. About to go do a trail that leads us to 2 observation towers. But our first stop is actually this awesome bridge you see in my background here. So this bridge, according to the little post that we just read, is not the original. Unfortunately, the original one was burned down. So essentially, when the Confederates were fleeing from Richmond, they crossed the original bridge to escape and actually burned it down. 6 days later, they surrendered at the Appomattox Courthouse. Again, I'm terrible at pronunciation, but a pretty cool historic place to visit while we're down here. And it's absolutely gorgeous. We're the only ones here. So you can actually see Kai and Sway all the way down there, maybe. I don't know how nice this focus is, but you can see the little figures, I guess. It's pretty nice to be the only ones here. Nice little river shot here. And we woke up this morning and there was just a dense, thick fog on top of us, and it hasn't really burned off yet. We're not expecting any rain, so this will probably all go away soon. But even with the fog, it actually makes it look a little nicer too. All right, recap outro number 2, because I don't know how to make videos. Actually, this one had an intro, surprisingly. I'll let you decide if it was a good one, but definitely didn't have an outro. So here I am. Now, I'll keep it short. This was for Staunton River State Park. This was actually a 2-for-1 trip. We hit 2 state parks in 1 trip because Staunton River State Park, there was overnight accommodation, so we can actually camp there. Right next door was Staunton River Battlefield State Park, and you couldn't stay there. It was a daytime state park only, so you can go in, hike, explore the historical site, and then you would have to leave when the sun went down. So we did do that. That's at later end of the video when we're crossing the bridge. Very, very cool in its own right. Now, I'll primarily focus on just the Staunton River State Park. It's about 25 miles north from the North Carolina border, so you're getting pretty down there in the bottom of Virginia. It was I think this will be probably top 5 all time. I think it's going to be very hard to beat this park for 2 main reasons. One, it's the only state park that has a full 18 course disc golf course. I had never played disc golf ever. Barely know how to throw a frisbee, so this was such a fun thing to try. Presently, Kai went to a kind of like a second use sports store and got a set of disc golf. So we play Well, she plays more than I, but we're getting a little bit better, so we might have to go back and revisit. Second thing about this state park that really stands out, it is actually the first state park in Virginia to be designated as an international dark sky park. Basically what it means is it's one of the more ideal spots for stargazing because there's little to minimum to no light pollution. And it's really cool because they actually rent you a telescope that you saw in the video. So one of the coolest ones that I saw, or one of the coolest parks that I've been to, I'm eager to go back to this one. This is one that we, as we were there, definitely talked about bringing friends and doing a longer stay to take in kind of all the amenities that it has to offer. There was one bad part about the park, and it wasn't the park that made it bad. It was my own stupidity. I was so like frustrated that I didn't get any of this on video, even though this could have been I don't know, I don't even think it would have been that interesting for you guys. But, so this 18 course disc golf, like trail, if you will, took us about an hour and a half, maybe almost 2 hours to play, just because we were terrible and we couldn't throw the disc straight, let alone very far. But there was an incident that made me run this entire thing, not once, but not twice, but 3 times, from front to back, back to front, and front to back again. And that's because I lost my car keys, my brand new car keys, after the course. So we finish up, we're all excited. We wanted to go back before the sun went down to cook dinner and just kind of settle in for the evening and, you know, wait till it's too dark enough so that we can take the telescope out and check out the stars. We get to the car, and it's one of these like newer cars, right? So as long as you have the keys on your person, when you touch the lock or the handle, it'll unlock for you, right? So it unlocks somehow, but when I get in to hit start the ignition, it doesn't turn on, and it actually says key not detected. So I'm super confused at this point, and I take my bag off and I look through all the pockets. I can't find my keys, but I'm like, how did this thing unlock? If I didn't have the key, did I just leave the car unlocked? But I heard it disengage, right? So I'm freaking out. I tell Kai to wait at the car. I sprint through this course, like sprint. And my keys should be very noticeable because it's on a long, long lanyard. It has like 20 different keys on it. So not only has it's like longer, I guess more noticeable than just a common keychain, it has a ton of keys and it's on a lanyard. So even if it's in the grass or even if it's in a pile of leaves, I should be able to see it pretty clearly. Can't find it, freak out. While I'm running through this, Kai calls a state park trooper. This is the one so embarrassing. And the guy was so nice. Caleb, I think was his name. Super nice. He decides to walk it with us too. So at this point, I've run it front and then back. So we walk, 3 of us plus Sway, going through the whole trail again. Get back to the car. I am so defeated. We are literally depacking the car for just our essentials so that he could give us a ride back to our campsite. And the next morning, we would have to go with him, drive an hour and a half to the closest Toyota dealership, get, I don't know, a spare pair, I don't know what they would have done, and then drive all the way back. And he was willing to do this for us, like such a nice guy. And I felt so defeated. And then as I left the car, I realized that as I touched the handle, it locked. So I'm like, no, there somewhere in this car, there's the key, or I wouldn't have done that. So I started tearing through bags, and I actually just took a bag. I took all the bags, threw them out, took one bag at a time, brought it to the wheel, and then tried to turn the ignition on. After the 3rd try, it was actually the backpack that was on my back. It worked. So I tore apart this bag, and lo and behold, the keys were like stuck underneath the fold of like the very bottom of the bag. And this was like a 2-hour ordeal. We had a state park trooper come and help us.
Kai was hungry. I was hungry. Sway was just chilling, but she was probably hungry. But yeah, it was a tough one to swallow. My pride hurt a lot. I did, to repay the favor for Caleb, I cooked steak and eggs the next morning. He showed up at 7:30 in the morning to have breakfast with us. So the silver lining there was there's definitely really, really cool, very nice, caring, genuine people definitely working for the state park system. And big shout out to him for being so nice and so patient with me. And hopefully we'll visit again and I won't mess up again. But yeah, cool. Outro number 2, all done. Got more videos to edit. We'll see you later.